Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And this is our review
Of Lord of the Ring, The Fellowship of the Ring, trick-taking game. That's a long title.
That's a long title. You did that in one take as well.
Yeah, amazing. And the first take as well. So I'm amused. I'm amused by myself.
I love it. So, this is a fabulous little game in a fabulous little box with a fabulous production. If you want to hear what we think,
hit the subscribe button.
Don't have to take the ring to Mount Doom.
No.
You don't need to create your own fellowship. You just click it.
Easy. Just you click it. And
Easy.
That's it. There's no Nazgul behind the corners.
No Gollum to deal with.
Sauron looking for you. It's nice and easy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Rolling dice, feeling nice. Cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, Board Stupid. Game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
So, Matt, how does Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game play? I think we'll just shorten this.
At the end of the day, this game, I'm not going to say the title again because I've done it.
We'll call it Fellowship. Fellowship, yeah.
It's a trick-taking game. So you and your companion and your fellowship are going to try to beat the game with a trick-taking.
Co-operative trick-taking.
Co-operative trick-taking. Now, what this game does, it adds narrative to a normal trick-taking game. That means that you're gonna play a series of chapters that follows the chapters of the Fellowship of the Ring, the book, not the movie, the book. If you are a fan, that's really good.
A plus.
And basically, you're gonna follow Frodo and everybody else from the Shrine till the end of the first book. Each chapter is going to be quite different to each other because you're going to be playing with different characters. So at the start of each game, each one of the players will pick one of the available characters that every chapter are going to be different. And each character will have its own victory condition. For example, Frodo must win the most rings, or Merry or Pippin
they need to win the least tricks.
The least trick, or Gandalf need to win at least one
trick, yeah.
And so on. Each one very different to each other. So you need to try. You and your group need to find out how to make all those victory condition around the board. In such a smooth and fun way.
Yeah, definitely. This is analogous to games like The Crew. In fact, I say games like it's analogous to The Crew.
Yeah.
So
the Crew and the Crew Under the Sea.
Under the Sea, Deep Sea. So analogous to those games, in that it's a cooperative trick taker that is done in scenarios. The difference I feel with this versus The Crew is The Crew has this specific limited communication piece.
Yes.
Where you can identify what kind of cards you've got using this. This doesn't have that. It still has limited communication. You can't talk about your hand, but instead of that, it has this exchanging mechanism.
Yes.
Which I think is amazing because you can tell a lot by exchanging a certain card with one of your colleagues.
So each character will have the power, some, not all of them, but most of the characters will have the power to exchange at the start of the game cards with another player.
Yeah.
For example, Merry can exchange with Frodo, and if I know that Frodo needs to win the most ring, I might give him this or that card, and then he's gonna give me a card back to try. So you're trying to manage the unlock of the card draw.
Exactly, you're trying to manage that. And what I love about this game, Matt, is the tremendous amount of variety in all of the scenarios.
Yes.
It feels like they've done every single variation
of trick taking
of the cooperative trick taking thing. It's
So
It's staggering.
in the box, that is absolutely wonderful production.
Beautiful production. by
You
the way,
will
yeah.
have this very nice insert, and basically each time that you go to the next chapter, you will have to take the deck from the box, read the story card. It's gonna tell you a little bit of the lore, a little bit about the what's
Tolkien's
happening.
narrative, actually. It's
It's
very
gonna
nice.
tell you the setup, what you need to do. It's gonna give you some special rules for that specific chapters, and it's gonna tell you which character are available and how you're gonna need to win the game, basically. But not only that, because you will have to add some of the cards. It's gonna be cards that are specific to certain chapters. Again, no spoiler, because a lot of fun is actually finding out
Through the
about
process
that.
of discovery, I agree.
But each chapter will tell you, okay, now take the next 3 cards and add it to the deck, or take that extra card. You need to shuffle it, and if this numbers comes out, you need to do something else. So it's really fun, and it keeps you, as you said. It's always different. It's not just slightly different. It's every single chapter.
It's something quite
it's got a
interesting.
different mechanics, or adds a different mechanics,
yeah.
or take away one of the mechanics. So we enjoyed it so much.
It has, I think, 18 chapters in this game, and you'll get a lot of value even if you just played through those 18 chapters.
Yeah.
You'll get like a good few solid nights worth of trick taking with your friends if you wanted to do that. And even if you've done all of the chapters, Matt.
Yeah,
you
because
can-
that's the people will ask. Oh, what happened once you finish? Should I bin it? No, you don't.
No, don't bin
No,
it.
you don't.
Don't do that. There is a whole set of rules around the cards that you take to create the final deck, the final challenge that you can play, which is a beefy, enjoyable, exciting trick-taking experience using set cards that you would have discovered over the course of your play, utilizing sort of some various challenges that you would have already encountered, and sort of blending them together into this final long victory challenge, which the game calls long victory as having to complete all of the characters, which is real bloody difficult.
Yeah.
So real fun.
Let's talk about difficulties, because normally the trick-taking games, especially the cooperative ones, they depends very much on the people you got around the table, or depends very much on the scenario, or they're very like luck-driven.
Yes.
I think we found these been quite challenging in some of the chapters.
Some of them.
Like, we've been stuck on one of them for over an hour the other, the other
It
night.
was savage.
Yeah.
Some of them are easy breezy, relatively speaking.
Yeah,
Again,
especially the starting one, because it's kind of
yeah.
like it takes you like by the hand and explain you how to play a trick-taking cooperative game, basically. But the more you go in, the more rules you have to add, or specific
or challenges
rules,
you have to overcome.
the more difficult it becomes, and you need to start strategizing with the people around the table. Actually, how you gonna achieve that? Because some of them sounds like, oh, that's easy. It's not.
No, like
It's not.
having to win the last trick, but making sure you don't win a specific card at the same time, real hard.
Yeah.
Or the other way around, having to win a specific card, but that's the only card you're allowed to win.
Yeah.
That is. All of these, like, okay, that sounds okay, but in combination with the other challenges around the table,
That is what
that's
makes
the puzzle.
it. Yeah, absolutely,
That's,
absolutely.
I think, where the magic is.
And we did find it like challenging in a very nice way.
In a positive way, I think,
It's never been stressful. It's always been like, we failed. All right, what we gonna do next? How we gonna? There's never been the point where it's like, oh, we can't do it. It's impossible.
No.
It's
You can
never
always
been like
work
that,
it out.
yeah.
We've always like stroked the beard,
Yeah.
think about how we can achieve
Because
it.
it happened a couple of times that the last round we didn't manage to do it, and when you actually do it, it gives you that feelings that the crew gives you when you achieve like a difference, like a difficult scenario. You go like, we did
definitely.
it.
Yeah, so we don't want to spoil too much about all of the different mechanisms that you'll find, because I think it's important to have that sensation of discovery.
Yeah.
But Matt, should we talk about the production a little bit and how this game feels a
We
bit?
must. Let's go.
Matt, I just want to start with the art direction of this game, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I love the artwork. It is incredible.
I'll say it right now. This is the best artwork in a Lord of the Rings game ever produced. It's just the most beautiful on this kind of
so
like
nice. Stained glass.
yeah, kind of
thin.
like cartoony
Almost.
stained glass. That is
Yeah.
is actually perfect for the
So nice.
for the game. It's
Yeah.
perfect for the theme. It's just like absolutely stunning.
Slightly whimsical,
The box
fantastical.
itself is a beauty.
Oh, look at
Because you
this.
got even like a book. You got the how do you call this?
This little ribbon there to
yeah.
to lift up your
to
cards.
lift up the cards. You got your ring one here because we haven't said, but one of the suit of the cards is going to be the rings, but you can't play your rings from the start. You need someone to break and play one
Like
of
in
the rings. But
Hearts, yeah.
you'll find out in the rules. No spoilers again. We
spoilers,
just don't
good.
want to
Yeah.
give away any of the cool stuff.
It's beautiful production, absolutely fabulous. I mean, it's such a great product for such a great price point as well. I mean, if you are a Lord of the Rings fan, even if you're not a fan of like trick-taking games, this is such a lovely thing to have.
I think it's a must-have for a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah.
because it's even just like the production, the physicality of the production is absolutely stunning. I don't know how they pull this off. It's just like it's simply amazing.
They nailed it with this one.
absolutely.
It's a delightful game.
But that's why it's been one of the most sold games of the start of this year, and well rightful. But if you're not a fan of Lord of the Rings, but you are into trick taking or you are in the cooperative games, this definitely gives you something. This could be a nice starter because you can play just a chapter and then put it away. It goes on and off the table in 30 seconds. It could be like, all right, let's play a couple of scenarios and then off you go play another game. But gives you a lot of like icebreaker around the room in terms of like, let's play together. It's kind of like a good appetizer. It's a very good appetizer, but at the same time, it could be your main meal because we spent like the other night, we spent 3 hours
playing this
like,
game, just hammering it and
Just-
really enjoying it as well. This game has a really great feeling. I mean, I personally, this is my own take. I feel like if I have this, I probably won't play much of the crew. I mean, I know you've mentioned Matt, that you think the crew maybe has more legs in just dipping in and out of scenarios.
So my only takes with that in terms of like length of how much you're gonna play this game in the future. So again, as you said, at the end, once you finish all the chapter, you're gonna select the rules will tell you take these cards are all numbered and create the final deck, and you can replay as many times as you want. However, the final deck is going to be quite beefy. It's going to be kind of like
More like a 30-minute to 40-minute experience, right?
While the crew, you can do some of the scenario in 15 minutes. You can always go back and replay one of the chapters. It's going to be slightly more complicated. You need to find out with the right card for that scenario, because at the end of the day, the more you go forward, the more you kind of like mix and put some of the cards away. But I mean, to me, I would.
Would you have it in alongside the crew, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll definitely. No. I will definitely own both.
You'd own both. Fair enough.
They can definitely leave both in the on the shelves, and they can come out. If I know that someone in the room is a fan of Lord of the Rings, we must play this game.
We must, absolutely. I just want to briefly talk about the rule book before we get into our final thoughts, Matt, because this rule book is A, amazing, and B, has about the best FAQ I think I've ever seen in games. It has literally every question you could possibly ask for each chapter, written out here. Brilliant.
Because of course, adding different rules for each chapter comes with a complication of people be like, oh well, that say that, but the cards say this.
What do I do?
FAQ is gonna be there. It's literally like every question is gonna be there.
Nailed it.
And you read it. That's it. Fair enough. Let's play.
Really, really good, mate.
It's absolutely great. But let's go on our final thoughts.
All right, Matt. So, where would you put the complexity rating of the Fellowship Trick Taker? And give us your final thoughts on it.
I would say trick taking for the people that played them before. This could be very much like End of the Beginner. It's just like it adds the rules every time, but they're very well explained.
Yeah.
If you never played a trick taking game before in your life, it could be just to get your heads around on how a trick-taking mechanisms work.
Cooperatively.
It could be slightly more advanced.
Yeah.
But so that's why I would say it's bang on between beginner and advanced.
Somewhere in intermediate.
Yeah, well, and intermediate. Sorry. Did you agree with that?
Yeah, I think I'd stick this in the intermediate
Okay.
category because of those reasons.
Okay.
If you've never played a trick taker, that might baffle you. If you've played loads of them, you grew up playing hearts with your nan.
Yeah, exactly.
fine.
Yeah, that's true.
fine.
I think that's very British thing.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, there you go. You'll be fine with this. Or if
Yeah.
you've played the crew before, this will be absolutely
Yeah,
easy for you to
easy
grasp.
peasy. Yes.
But what about your general thoughts on this game overall?
I think that again, this is awards materials for the end of the year already. This is a fantastic production, amazing gameplay, absolutely fun to play it, and on top of that, the cherry on top. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings and you love the books more than everything, this is the game for you. This is a game that you need to have in your collection. If you stumble on this channel and you don't know anything about board games, but you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you can simply take this and look at the cards and you'll be amazed.
Yeah, you'll absolutely love it. I am fully in alignment with you, Matt. I think this is definitely award material for sure, both in a couple of reasons, either best card game or best cooperative game.
Yeah.
Already. And it is just a marvelous product more than anything else.
Yes.
For a decent price point,
Yeah.
I don't think you can go too far wrong. So I think for me, this has got to be a seal of excellence.
Well, it is a seal of excellence.
This is gotta be it.
Absolutely, like 100%. There is no doubt about it.
It's so good.
Especially it costs you like what, £15 or
It's
something.
such.
Like,
It's a great game, great product, super fun, amazing IP, beautifully and lovingly produced. You're going to get a ton of fun out of it, and it's not going to break the bank. I mean,
No, it's,
fantastic.
you tick all the boxes. So
All the boxes.
go and check it out. Like
Yeah.
literally, like go to the shop and to your local store and check it out.
So that was our review of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking game.
Is there another subtitle or another?
No, I think that's all of
That's
them.
it. Okay, fair enough.
What do you think? Have you managed to play this game yet? Please let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
And specifically, how do you feel it matches up to the crew? Do you like it more? Do you like it less? Do you think they need to sit side by side, or do you
Yeah.
replace one with the other? I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. And if you've made it this far, my fellowship.
Well, check the Patreon because you can find Frodo there and the ring, and
Ring is
you
there.
you can help Frodo, helping us, helping the channel, subscribing to the Patreon,
Defeating Sauron.
and finding a lot of treasure because you're gonna have a
of
lot of exclusive content.
Loads of it.
There might be Gollum here and there.
that's
A
just
lot
me.
of things.
Hello.
You can find a lot of things on the Patreon. A lot of exclusive content, behind the scene, all the UKG stuff that is gonna come
Yeah, loads of
out, all the exclusive interviews. A lot.
Loads of stuff. No fellowship required, no dealing with Gollum. And as we said, you can always hit the subscribe button. Absolutely. Join our fellowship
Yeah.
on our journey
To
to become board game YouTube people.
yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know where are we going with this.
I don't know. But
yeah.
we made it to the end of the video. Check out the rest of our videos. And we'll see you at the next one.
Ciao.
What's to be? Game reviews for you and me. What's to be?